Hey, what's up? It's another episode of Cooking with Pot, and today, we're getting baked. That's right, folks. Today, Cooking with Pot is going to make a dessert. But if you're up for some brownies, pause this, make some, and come back. What we're gonna make is a delicious dark chocolate Dr. Pepper cobbler in our very own crock pot. So what you're gonna need for today's recipe, boys and girls, is obviously Dr. Pepper, cherries, pie filling, devil's food cake, some butter, and some cooking spray to coat your crock pot with so it doesn't stick to the sides and burn. Also, since we're gonna cube up our butter, cube it up, because it's square, you're gonna want a knife. You could do a butter knife, but as we can tell from my previous episodes, I like sharp knives. So steak knifing it up. Also, folks, don't forget the can opener, because you can't do it without it. Cherry pie filling, tin can. You're not Wolverine, so that ain't happening without this. Just saying. It should be your first step, but you didn't realize that the crock pot automatically heats when you plug it in. So now this crock pot's hot, so you need a pot holder. But first step, coat it. I'm coating you. Act like there's a bug in it. Just spray. Spray. Spray it. So, fairly evenly coat your crock pot interior and move on to your next step, which was cherries. Okay, folks, now that you have your cherries in and evenly spread across the bottom of your crock pot, you're going to take your devil's food. Yeah, take that devil's food. The food of the devil. I don't know. Why does he eat sugary stuff? Does he have a sweet tooth? You think he's like, I don't know, spicy food. Devil's food cake. Chocolate. That's right. To woo the women to him. So, okay, folks, after you have the cake mix on top of the cherries, on top of the coating inside of the crock pot, what you're going to do is you're going to pour your Dr. Pepper on it. Now I hear this makes a really cool foam thing going on. Be careful with your Dr. Pepper that you didn't shake it up too much in the car, and it's going to explode on you now. Yay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so pour evenly, just like they told you to. I kind of like a back and forth motion. Okay, your crock pot should look something like that after you pour your Dr. Pepper in. I'm just saying. There you go. Alright, people, after you now have the butter evenly distributed in tiny little squares completely across, as best you can evenly divided, across the top of your Dr. Pepper foam in your crock pot, go ahead and turn that bad boy up to high, cover it via lid, aka put a lid on it, and then go ahead and kick back for about 2 hours. Kick out of the lazy mode for a second and clean up after yourself, because what? We weren't raised in no barn. That's right. So here we go. So by now it's been at least 2 hours hopefully, and you've left that crock pot on high, and now you have a delicious chocolate cherry Dr. Pepper cobbler. We need to come up with an easier name for this thing. In fact, if you have an easier name than what I just said or what I said at the beginning of the video, because I'm not even sure I'm saying the same thing anymore, please comment below a better name for this thing, like the chocolate cherry yum pudding or something. I don't know. But I worked out and did a bunch of chores and errands and bloody blah 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 stuff. So I just shoved my crock pot into my fridge and let it cool overnight, and now I have it here. It looks like this. I added whipped cream. I'm gonna try some and hope my dog doesn't bark. My God in heaven. It's delicious, guys. And it costs you like $5 to make, maybe a little bit more. But this thing is freaking fantastic. So, if you want to try it, make it. If you have a recipe you'd like me to try and make it, go ahead and post it on Yen Said Nerd on Facebook, down below, I guess, in the comments, or hit me up on Twitter. To all my Pinterest peeps, start looking. I need recipes that are Halloween-y, Thanksgiving-y, and Christmassy for the upcoming months of holiday festivities. So hit me up. I love you guys. I will see you later. And I'm out. And you're gonna pull down your shirt and pull up your pants so nobody sees things that you don't want them to.